given you a trial date on the other ticket?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what we discussed?
Yes, we did.
All right. Just to give you an update, we also have Mrs. Sheila Gales, who's also not on the docket today, that was supposed to be here at 1:30 on yesterday.
Okay.
And she has 2 open matters and some other matters that are supposed to go over her offer. And then I told Mrs. Gales she's posted $500 and kind of paid some money toward some of the matters to try to get this behind her. And I told her that we would go in the system and do the best we can to see if we can knock away some of the discretionary fees and penalties that they've assessed on those matters that she's neglected.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that well, let's start with Mr. Lindsay, because Ms. Gale, I know that Mr. Lindsay is going to provide some information that we all can learn from, you included, all right?
Okay.
So let's call the City of Detroit versus Andre Lamont Lindsay, case numbers SP 116412001, SP 117877761. And let's also call 1839483001 and 1841835591. Can you put your appearance on the record, Ms. Bradfield?
I sure can. Daphne Bradfield, P70578, on behalf of Mr. Lindsay. State your name for the record, sir.
Hello, hi, my name is Andre Lamont Lindsay.
All right, I don't know if you need a breakout room with Mrs. Bradfield. Ms. Bradfield, he's got the, what we're gonna discuss today is the operator no ops ticket in the 16 to 20 over. It's been alleged that Mr. Lindsay was driving up Greenfield, I hope it's up Greenfield.
Evergreen.
Doing 50, Evergreen, I'm sorry. It was up going up Evergreen, right? And
Yes,
doing 50 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. So we made a note here, and we gave Mr. Lindsay an opportunity to redeem himself, take the class, and told him that we would expect him to give us some very good insight on what he learned and bring some to the class, bring some to the court that everybody can learn from, including himself. And he had a 2018 cases. And I told him at that time that I would allow him, since these 2 cases are 2018, and one of them is an open intox driver case. The offer, as you know, is only open intox passenger, which are both 2 points offenses. So I don't see it in any way, from a practical matter, why anybody would really want to take that and they can get it. But he elected to see what he can do at the time of trial. And
Okay.
we're going to afford him that opportunity. So Mr. Lindsay, with that being said, why don't you go ahead and don't do like the young lady did today and just give us some real cursory information. She almost didn't feel like she took the class. And I don't have your certificate yet, but I'm sure I want the certificate, but I'm sure by the information that you bring, I'll know whether you took it or not. So
Okay.
let's turn over the floor to you and see what you could bring to us today.
All right. Well, Your Honor, just to be clear, you are asking about what I've learned through the course, through the class, through the defensive training course?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Now, let me ask you this. You took the course that had 14 chapters?
Yeah.
All right. You should be able to provide some pretty detailed information on what you learned.
Well, yeah, because I had to read the pamphlet or read the information before answering the questions, and it kind of reminded me of when I initially took my driving course. That the pamphlet that the state of Michigan kind of provides you for, and it kind of gave detailed facts about driving, from what to look for, watch out for when entering the car, exiting the car, how to prevent crashes.
All right, stop. Let's go into detail about it. Okay, you mentioned what to look for when entering and exiting a vehicle. What did it say about that?
Children, oncoming traffic, maintaining eyesight on key we'll say items or vehicles, you know what I'm saying, as movements occur. Maintaining was it two car widths behind motorcycles. It was saying watch out for kids when you see, certain items or toys as you ride down the street. I think it was like 10 to 15 miles per hour or something like that, to watch out for certain items to let you know that children may be in the area.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Instead of the normal 25-mile-an-hour zone, are they telling you that when you see those items out there on the sidewalks and stuff, that you should reduce your speed to 10 or 15 miles an hour?
Yes, these are key warning or indicators that you should watch out for to let you know that children may be in the area to prevent a cause of an accident.
Now, that's something I never heard somebody bring from that course, so that's pretty good. All right, continue.
What else? I think I had a lot of difficulty on the numbers part, Your Honor, as far as like the amount of feet to turn, because I'm not really good at measuring, so how many feet within the meters and so forth and so forth. When they asked about 500 feet before making a right or turning or using your signal before switching lane.
Did they say that you want to use your signal 500 feet before you go make a turn?
Yeah, the question was asking about how many feet you should use before making a right or switching lanes or conveying to the other drivers before switching lanes, about how many feet.
And what was the answer to it? What did you have to, how many feet are you supposed to before you start signaling or when you signal?
Well, before you're approaching a corner or making a turn, you're supposed to signal to other drivers 500 feet before making a right or making that turn, to give them plenty enough time to reduce their speed as well, so it don't cause a rear end collision. And most accidents occur are rear end collisions.
All right. Now, what did it say as it relates to what you were charged with, the speeding, 16 to 20 over?
That it increases my chances for accidents, and then I have to be.
What are you doing now? What are you doing, sir? Are you walking somewhere?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm walking around cleaning up, touching stuff. I'm sorry. I'm just.
No, well, sit down. Don't walk around cleaning up, touching stuff. You're in court now.
You're right.
I need your undivided attention.
Let me give you a good seat here.
And what you're doing is you're giving us some pretty good information. You're giving the information that I haven't yet heard from the many people that have come with the class about how many feet you're supposed to signal and things like that. And I think Ms. Gale is sitting there interested. We need your undivided attention.
Understood, Your Honor.
So as it relates to speeding, what did they say?
Well, as it relates to speeding, Your Honor, when it comes to driving, they will all speeds and signs must be respected as they are how would I want to say? How I want to say
well, you knew that. You're supposed to do the speed limit. That's basically what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
Well, what did they say that you didn't know about speed?
that sometimes your emotions can play a part into your speed.
Thank you. Go ahead.
And that sometimes people can be carried away and try not to use your emotions when getting behind the wheel because people can be cautious, for other drivers and stuff as well. Your emotions can control how you react behind the wheel, or drive. But I never had those kind of problems, Your Honor. But
it's not about you having those kind of problems. It kind of just is about learning what these people have obviously, hopefully they've studied the science on this, and they realize what makes people to aggressively drive and to speed and to do things like that. That's what it's about.
Distracted driving, the music, the cell phones, distracted driving has a lot to do with it as well.
All right, lastly, any last point that you didn't know that you learned from this course?
I think I might have reiterated earlier, Your Honor, when he was saying to drive 2 car lengths behind a motorcycle. I think that.
And I don't think that just holds true to a motorcycle. That holds true to any vehicle. I thought it was 100 feet.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to leave yourself a clear distance between you and that other vehicle, because that other vehicle can instantly stop. And first of all, you're gonna be relying on your reaction time to stop. So even if you have if your undivided attention is on the road and the people in front of you, it's still going to be a lag in that reaction time from when that person stops and from when you stop. And then you're relying on the brakes of your vehicle and the physics of how to get this 3,000-pound vehicle to a stop in time enough for you not to run up in the back of somebody.
The material said to when embracing for a crash to try to turn on your side, to having what they called it, accordion effect.
And did they say something about when you're bracing for a crash that it's better to be with both hands on the steering wheel?
Yes, Your Honor, to brace for impact.
All right. And it was one other thing that somebody brought to the class about. I call it a class because basically it is a class, but to the court about the driving and the clear distance. And it was very interesting, and it kind of slips my mind right now what they were saying. But listen, nevertheless, I do think, Mr. Lindsay, that you have taken the course. I still want that certificate from you, but I can tell that you have taken the course. Yes. Yes. Did we lose Ms. Williams-Law? I think we're at an impasse. My court reporters seem to have technical difficulty.
Is that, Your Honor? I'm having some. Is that the whole Zoom?
Pardon me?
I apologize. My whole screen cut out. I didn't know if that was on my end or if it's the whole system.
No, I don't see. It keeps going back and forth, but as long as you can hear us is the main.
Either it cut out some, and now you're back. I can hear now. I just didn't know if it was on my end or what was happening.
Mr. Lindsay continues to walk around.
I had to leave the area. I had background noise. Somebody was trying to talk to me, Your Honor.
He has a good excuse, doesn't he? All right. All right. So I do think that you've taken the course seriously, sir. I hope this can make you a better driver and more cognizant of your speed in particular. Because I just always use the example. Did you mention you had kids or not, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
You have kids, and you're driving 20 miles over the speed limit, and you're already driving a vehicle that if you're doing the speed limit, if you hit a child at the speed limit of 30 miles an hour, it could be catastrophic and even fatal.
Yes,
Just imagine what that child's chances were if you increase that speed by 20 miles per hour. And we all think that, everybody's got something to do, everybody's in a rush, but you got to share the road with everybody else and and pedestrians that are out on the road. And you think that you're going to get there sometime quicker than you are, but what happens? You get pulled over, and you're sitting on the side of the road for 30 minutes waiting for the officer to write you the ticket that you don't want. And then you got time to come in here and deal with me and happen to take this course. But I think that you got a lot out of the course, sir. You definitely brought some information that I haven't heard from the course yet. So I do think that you took the course seriously. For that reason, I'm going to offer you a blocking traffic. I'm going to go all the way down from a 4-point offense to a 0-point offense. That's essentially an expensive parking ticket. And I'm going to dismiss the other matter. Do you want to take that offer, sir?
Yes, I will gladly take that offer, Your Honor.
Did I tell you to bring some money today too, sir?
If it's not satisfied today, I will be able to satisfy it, Your Honor.
All right. So, with the stipulation of probable cause, let me raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
No, you got it.
Okay. That's a yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. And sir, you understand that the maximum possible penalty for this misdemeanor is a 93-day jail sentence and/or $500 in fines?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And sir, do you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
You understand if you take this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Lindsay, are you taking this on your own free will?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. Thank you.
Does anybody offer you anything other than what I've stated in the record?
No, not at all, sir.
Okay, so Ms. Bradfield, will your client agreed to use the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the stop?
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
And will you stipulate to probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter?
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lindsay, I'm going to find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic, and I'm going to fine you $175 for that. I'm also going to, I'm just going to dismiss the SP 1164120 count 1 ticket. That's going to be dismissed. As for the 2 18 cases, we're talking about 1839483001 and 1841835591. I'm going to give you a trial date for both of those cases. And that trial date will be November the 1st, 2021 at 9 a.m.
November 1st.
All right, sir?
Yes, understand, Your Honor. Thank you again.
All right, so I'll see you back on November 1st, 2021. Oh, when can you pay that $175?
Today is Thursday. I should have it done by Friday, tomorrow.
I'm gonna just put in the system, sir, September 10th.
Am I paying that by kiosk, online, or?
You can pay it by any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit. You can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org, or you can come down to the court and pay it.
Wonderful. Thanks
All right.
again. Your Honor. Have a great day.
If there's nothing further, I appreciate that. I'll see you back on November 1st, sir, 9 a.m.
Take
All
care,
right.
everybody. Bye.
Great day. All right, Ms. Gale,
Yes, sir.
let's see what we're gonna do with you, ma'am. All right, let's call. The City of Detroit versus Sheila Renee Gales, case number SP 122-93622 and SP 122-93831. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Daphne Grafton on behalf of Ms. Gale. State your name for the record, ma'am.
Sheila Renee Gales.
There is an offer in the file here, Ms. Bradfield, but it really kind of, all right, I see what's going on. First and foremost, some of the tickets weren't charged that are on there. So Ms. Gale has an improper on the SP 1229383. And unfortunately, unfortunately, the only 2 tickets that are on the docket today are the ones I called. And that's an expired plate and a drove while license suspended. So on the first, the expired plate ticket, she got the expired plate, and all right, what we'll do to keep it short and sweet, we'll let her plead to the expired plate responsible, and we'll dismiss this misdemeanor driving while license suspended.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's $145. That's $145 fine, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, sir.
All right, and then
That's the excuse me, I'm sorry.
you go ahead.
Okay, you said for the expired plate, it wasn't any plate on there, and I got the plates and insurance now.
Yeah, but you don't have a driver's license.
No, it wasn't my car, right?
Yeah, I mean,
The driver's license ticket is 2 points and a misdemeanor.
yeah. And
sanction from-
I'm working on getting the license now because I'm working on getting them now, trying to pay the tickets off so I can get my license.
Would you rather take the misdemeanor 2 point and $240 fine offense?
No,
Or
sir.
would you rather take the $145 expired license?
Yes, sir. The 145.
There we go. Because it wasn't a plate on the car, right?
No, sir.
All right, so it's now, what I did say to Miss Gale is that I would help her out on some of these default judgments. So why don't we do this now? Can we do this together?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we can get some dollar amounts right now. So let's take the responsible plea. You want to take that deal, Ms. Gales? You have a right to a trial. You can go to trial and contest both the
No,
matters.
sir. No, I'm going to take the deal.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down, ma'am. You understand the maximum possible penalty for the misdemeanors are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, for the expired plate, ma'am, on July 2021 at around 3:01 PM. Were you operating a 2006 Honda on that day?
Yes, sir.
And you had an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, sir.
And was something wrong with the plates on that vehicle, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
What was wrong?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you went out.
Didn't have a plate, did you?
No, sir.
All right. So I'm going to find you responsible for an expired plate. The other matters weren't charged. It's each one of the tickets has 3 different counts, and on each one of the tickets, only one count was presented. I don't know what happened there. All right, $145. I'm going to find you responsible for that. With the stipulation of probable cause, I'm going to dismiss the other matter.
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now let's go to, and we're going to do this together. Let's go to 095096-701. You go to that case, please. This was a 09 ticket operating motor vehicle passenger alcohol, open alcohol and motor vehicle passenger. And there was a disposal on 8/25/15, and it was dismissed by party. And for some reason, they're fine. So I'll waive the warrant cost. I'll waive the, let's just waive the reinstatement fee as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that's one. Waive all fees, dismissed by party. And that's where, it was dismissed back then anyway, but I guess you got the reinstatement fee because you neglected it so long. All right, let's go to Z789853, counts 1 and counts 2. This was, let's see what happened here. You posted a $500 bond for this drunk driving case back in 09.
Yes, sir. And excuse me, that's why I didn't understand. Well, I just paid another $500 2 days ago to the court. I came down.
We'll get to that. Let's get to the court. Let's get to the part of what you were supposed to do for your responsibility on this drunk driving case. It doesn't seem like you did what you were supposed to do.
If I can remember, I think they I went to they gave me probation. I think, yeah, I had to go to downtown to the probation office or something like that to report or something. I can't really remember.
All right, well, we're going to have to refresh your memory on that.
Okay, because I had a brain injury.
When did you have this brain injury?
I had it, I was in a car accident, September 3rd, 99, and I wasn't supposed to live. I was in a coma for 6 months. My whole left side was crushed and everything. And it's like I can remember stuff, but like short term, some of the things that.
All right, but let's start here. That was in 99.
Yes,
this
sir.
was in 09. You pled in 15, and you told me you skipped town.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
so
sir.
You remember all that. You may not remember the specifics of what you were supposed to do Because she said that, Ms. Bradfield, she said I asked her where she had been with all these old matters. She said she went and took care of her mom before
Right.
her mom passed away. So, so we're gonna have to get some clarification on that. Well, let's go to the no ops. That was dismissed by party. That's the other Z789853-2. Let's wipe those fees away because it was dismissed.
Everything.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right. Now we got a filing false information to a police officer. You got the whole list of some of the most serious misdemeanors that you can have. Right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to the next one. SP33822522. That was supposed to be dismissed by party as well, right?
Mhm.
Let's wipe those fees away. Driver's license never acquired was dismissed. The default judgment was entered into for the no proof of insurance. Are you on the no proof of insurance now?
I was on the driver's license never required. Did we say what we're gonna do for that one?
That was dismissed, right? Let's
They gotta
go.
reinstate, okay, so just
Let's clear all that out.
clear it all out, okay.
Let's go to SP33822513. Down there, no proof of insurance, $124. Oh, yeah, right there. Let's take away the late fee. Well, that's only 4 hours because she probably, is that an ordinance late fee of $4 too?
$40 and $4.
Let's take away those two fees, $44, and leave the rest.
Okay.
Let's go to the one above that, SP33822512. That's another default judgment in the $234 no up right there. Let's take away the late fee of $40 and the late fee of $30. Want to do it now so you don't have to go back or what?
See, I gotta do everything else in this, in all this. I gotta. do
Okay,
everything
okay,
else.
okay. All right. Let's go up to the failure to stop. And let's see if we can take away
Late fees.
$40 and the $47. All right, now, let's go back to the drunk driving. That's all I can do for you on the fees, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
So if you look online, you should get an updated thing. What about this drunk driving, Ms. Bradfield?
You said the drunk driver was from '09?
It's from '09, she pled to it. in August 25th of 2015.
I doubt the probation department still have the file. They might have some notes, but it's probably gonna have to call probation just to see if they still have that file.
All right, let's get probation on the phone, see what was expected of Mrs. Gales and what she did or didn't do at that time, right? All right, so what we're gonna do, Ms. Gales, we're gonna pass this matter. We're gonna get into that, find out the best we can about the other matter of the drunk driving, all right?
Yes, sir.
This is your past. This is what you leave in your wake, coming back to sort of rear its head. But you're here now, and you're gonna have to face it, whatever it may be.
Yes, sir.
All right? I'll pass that
Okay.
to Mr. Lally.
So,
Go ahead. You have a question?
yes, so, what, can you let me know what I owe, maybe, so I can pay it?
Well, we'll get there, but we don't know because we got to figure out what's going on with this visibly impaired thing. That might change the game because it doesn't look like you paid anything on that.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I got the receipt here
No,
from,
you posted a $500 bond. Yeah, I see that.
and then I paid another, the lady told me to put the 200 on the highest one, which was the 280. Yeah, I put $200 on it. This was and then it says my balance was $124. I have the receipt here. This was on the 31st.
I don't see where they well, I guess they, something, the problem with that is, I don't know what.
Yeah, because I paid the $500 and then I gave her
How
an
did
extra
you do that?
200.
How did you pay the money?
I came downtown at the desk.
I don't see that you paid that stuff.
I have the receipt right here.
Oh, maybe it was the other end in publishing.
See, here's the receipt.
All right. I still need to see it here, but
Yes, sir.
you can email it to me.
I don't see, can somebody, one of my daughters come by to email, show me how to email?
He's got mine, he's putting up, like, on to that, the one that she put in on.
Good. You got only a $500 one?
I thought I saw more.
No, and I don't see anymore. But nevertheless, let's pass it. We'll get it sorted out in a few minutes. And let's
Yes,
go to Lally.
Yes.
Mr. Lally, you were here the other day. What happened to you?
My phone went dead. At a free phone that didn't work out well.
All right. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Daniel Crawford Lally. Case number SP 1114399, counts 1, 2, and 3, which are all in warrant status. Case number SP 1167354, counts 1, counts 2. Oh, I remember you, Mr. Lally. I remember you because your son has some of those tickets.
Yes, yes, yes.
Her
Yeah, same.
birthday is not 9/21, 7/29, 1995. You have a birthday that is 1/7/1/1968. So strike that. Let's just call case number SP 1167354, counts 1 and counts 2. And let's call the U 747427111. Because Mr. Lowry says he wasn't hanging out in the park on Burns and Jefferson. But I said I was gonna dismiss that case anyway, because it's way back in 2011. So we'll dismiss that case for the age of the case.
Mhm.
We have, so that leaves us with the driving license expired. Who's that? Mrs. Gales,
Yes, sir.
put the cigarette out, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that leaves us with improper lane. So what was said on that day?
Was that on 8 Mile Road?
You might be telling on yourself. Yeah, 8 Mile Road.
Okay, yeah, I can explain that one.
Oh, you
I
want
was
to speak to the lawyer? I don't want to hear it. I'll let you speak to the lawyer.
Gales, the case was never created for that term. Nothing was ever sent over, no paperwork was ever sent over to the probation department.
All right, we'll let Ms. Bradfield deal with that. Talk to Mr. Lolly, please, Ms. Bradfield.
Okay. I'm trying to find him on the docket. Hold on just 1 second.
He's probably not. He was here the other day too. You got 3 people that came in. Nobody on the docket showed up. You had 3 people. Mr. Lolly was here the other day and he got disconnected. And part of we called those cases and it come to find out they were his sons. That one case is actually on his birthday. But he says it was his son's, but nevertheless, it's in the park after hours, and it's an old case, 2/6/2211. So I'll dismiss that case.
Okay, and what the Mr. Lolly Senior has?
Mr. Lowry Senior has the expired license, driver's license. I think he had a driver's license. Can you pull Mr. Lowry's license, please? LLIE Daniel. And that's the pending, that those up there are warrants. Don't put those, because that's his son. He's probably definitely gonna get a bad license. The 2 that are pending, no, right there, go back. Right there, Indy, go back to the,
Oh, I see.
right
Okay,
there,
got
yeah,
it.
the 2 that are pending.
Okay, 68.
Yeah, 68.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna check his, he got improper lane and he got expired license. I'm inclined to just tell him blocking traffic $175 unless he wants to try to fight it. You can talk to him.
Okay, I'll do
All right.
it with him.
He's suspended. Caught a break. Yeah. So a file was supposed to have been generated for that. Because, yeah, I think we put down there, dismiss blocking traffic. That was the other day. We were ready to do that, and his phone got disconnected off there. So we already put that down there. This is his son. Oh, this is him. Well, he says it's his son. So when you will see the keys? All right.
Okay, Your Honor.
We had in the file here dismiss blocking traffic and dismiss the other matter. So what is it, Mr. Lally? Your license is suspended, sir.
Yes, I know.
All right. So what would you like to do?
They're
All right,
offering you a reduction to blockading traffic, which is a 0-point civil infraction that does not show up on your driving record, and the 2-point misdemeanor will be dismissed.
Okay.
What would you like to do, sir?
I'll take it.
All right, sir. Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
We can't see you, sir.
Hold
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, sir. Do you understand that this is a misdemeanor punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes.
Sir, has anybody offered you anything other than what's stated in the record?
No, sir.
All right, well, your client, for the purposes of a responsible plea, counselor, will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the stop?
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna find you responsible for blocking traffic, $175 fine, sir. And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'm gonna dismiss the other two matters. Well, I'm gonna dismiss the other matter, in this agreement. I'm gonna dismiss the U ticket for the fact that it's more than 7 years old.
Thank you.
So, can we get that stipulation for the probable cause, counselor?
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
All right, when can you pay, Mr. Lally?
Can I do it in like 2 weeks
I'm gonna give you,
or 3? I make $100 a week at work. I got a lot of child support deductions. That's all I get. I can do it. I can put up a side and I can cash in some bottles. I will get it there.
I'm gonna give you to October 4th, 2021. Mr. Lally, if you can't cash in enough bottles or put enough aside by that time, then you're gonna need to zoom back in and see if the court can find you some more time. I don't want this to get the extra penalties and fees and all that other stuff, all right?
Okay, I can zoom into your courtroom?
Yeah, if you don't have it paid, if you haven't paid, you don't have to come in.
145, right?
No, at 8:30, October 4th, $175.
$175.
Yes,
October when?
October 4th.
Okay. I
Have a
remember
great
that.
day. Write it down, sir. Don't forget.
Oh, I'm gonna get it out there before then. This just turned September. I'm definitely gonna try to put in.
All right, have a great day, sir.
You too. Thank you. I can pay it on kiosk, right?
You can pay it at the DivDav kiosk, you can pay it online, or you can pay it or you can come down to the court and pay it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right. So if you take away this $116, we're back on the record with Miss Sheila Gale. If you take away this $116 that's in the system for that drunk driver, you're at $575 now. That's what your fees and costs are at now. So that's a big improvement from where you started, right?
Yes, sir.
We still have to do something about this, open end top. I mean, about this. About this OWBI. Ms. Bradfield,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have any thing to say on behalf of your client? I know you do.
Your Honor, if my client will be allowed to pay the fine, the cost on this, due to this matter, the age of this matter, it seemed like she had not picked up any other drunk driving offense, and due to her, medical issues, we would like to ask that this matter could be closed out without improvement upon payment.
All right, so I wonder how this works. If I fine her $250, then are we gonna have to put all those state costs in there and everything like that?
Yeah, the mandatory fees.
If, you said just the $50, Your Honor?
No, $250.
Yeah, I have to put the, I'll figure it out, yeah.
All right, let me see this, Mrs. Gale.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any other driving offenses in those other states?
No, sir.
Have you ever had a drunk driving before, or after this?
No. No, sir.
And that's the problem with not being able to go through probation to see. I'm inclined to do this. I'm inclined to just send you to probation and you do another referral so we can see where you're at. And then we'll come back and deal with the fines and costs at that time. If they don't have any record of anything, then we'll close it out with the fine. But you're supposed to take those alcohol highway safety classes and stuff like that. Let's refer to probation.
Okay.
Let's get a sentence report drafted just to cover all our bases. If it says that a pre-sentence report, it actually says here that was referred to probation to schedule a pre-sentence interview and scheduled for sentence on 10/14/2015. It was scheduled for a pre-sentence interview Wednesday, 9/23/15 at 9:30 a.m. And I think that's where it falls off. Do you recall going to that pre-sentence interview?
Yeah, you know what? I think I did. It was upstairs from your courtroom. That's where I went. It was a office upstairs from the in the 36th District Court.
But went there that day. You went there that day after you got out of court that day, right?
Yes, and then
did you ever come? Did you ever come back?
Yes, I did. I forgot the lady's name, but it was a lady that interviewed me, and I know it was early in the morning, so that's all I know.
It sounds kind of right. It's 9:30 a.m. I would think that she would have had to go there right after she left court to make the date of 9/23/15 and then come back at 9/23/15 to do the interview. All right, can we refer her to probation?
Yes, sir.
You have an ink pen, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I've been taking notes.
2313. Yeah, you were taking notes on the driving too, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
313-965-3414.
3414.
Yeah. We're gonna see if we can get another report. I thought you had a phone number in here. And I'm thinking that your phone number was on one of these tickets.
My phone number?
1637?
Yes, sir.
All right, and that's, I'll write that down in the file. So if you don't hear from anybody in probation by tomorrow morning, give them a call, okay? We'll refer probation. We'll have you back on October 5th.
Okay, October 5th. At
8:30 a.m.
8:30 a.m.
And we're gonna call that a sentencing.
Okay. So when I talk to the probation people, if they're saying that they don't have anything else on me for the other states, then
we'll figure it out, man. I mean, I'm not gonna send you to jail or anything. You just might want to get a couple more dollars up. All I saw.
Okay, I'm ready to pay right now. That's what I was saying. You know I messed up back, and I was young and dumb, but I have a little money now to pay whatever I need.
I can call to find out.
Yeah, call them and find out. We can try to get this done sooner rather than later.
I really appreciate it. So I can go ahead and square off what I have to do. It was my responsibility. And I dropped the ball. So I'm a big girl.
We're giving you a chance to pick the ball back up.
Yes, sir.
Then you slam dunk it home.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate you. I thank you so much.
All right. My clerk is going to get the probation department on the phone. And really, Ms. Bradfield, we could probably take the course of action that you laid out, but I just want to dot the I's and cross the T's.
Okay.
And just make sure that we are doing it the right way. Because God forbid, Ms. Gail already got her cigarette in one hand, and then she got the cocktail. She got the cocktail in the other. And
I don't drink anymore.
You don't drink anymore?
No, sir. That's why I'm on these cigarettes.
She goes out and gets into another drunk driving and accidentally hurts or kills somebody.
No, that'll never happen. I'd stop drinking totally.
Well, I did too, Miss Gail.
And okay.
I got my one drunk driving too, so.
Yeah, that's enough to make you stop drinking.
That didn't make me stop drinking though. It took me a while after that to stop, but I stopped. I haven't had a drink since.
Pray each and every day that I won't pick up a drink. So I'm sticking to my little Newports.
2013 for me.
2007 for me.
And don't listen.
Blessing.
Don't listen at all.
It actually feel a lot better.
Yeah. Yes, they do. you can function, get
Headaches
up in
are-
the morning and function.
Those headaches aren't no fun, are they?
No, no, sir. Yes. I can see clearly now.
Yeah. Now we gotta wean you off them cigarettes, but I don't have any control over that.
Yeah, well, I'm trying that too. I got a couple of patches, but they make my head hurt so bad, so I'm just gonna try to cold turkey it. I think the cigarettes are more addicting than the liquor was.
Oh, believe me, that's done by design.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you want to just email it to me. Oh, so- But I hate to do that. I appreciate it. Hey, we gotta do one even better. I'm having Miss Grimmage come. She's gonna bring me the form, and then I guess if you need to speak to her about to see how soon we can get it done.
She didn't give us a date though.
No, because she said once I submit it, it depends, I guess, on their workload. But I want to make sure she lets you know if we can get a date.
All right, we're trying to get this expedited for you.
Thank you so much. Trying to get my life back in order.
Yeah, you can do it as long as you stay above ground.
Yes. And pay off the rest of these tickets and I can go and get my license so I can be legit.
You feel a lot better, I'll tell you that. Sure.
Yeah. And I thank you, Miss Bradford.
You're welcome.
All right, how about we do this? How about, I'll do it. Hello. How are you? Very well, about yourself. Come.
Oh, yeah, PSI. What, can't even hear you, I'm sorry.
You can go ahead and speak.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, we're gonna do this, we're gonna leave that date in the system of October 4th. It appears that standard time is about 3 weeks. I will allow you, Ms. Gale, to zoom back in. Why don't we make this October 4th at 1:30?
Okay, you gave me so okay, October 4th.
Yeah, let's make it at 1:30 October 4th. But what I'll do is I'll allow you to zoom back in after, if we get that census report. Maybe we can give you a call and schedule you a sooner date as soon as we get that done. But what is that telephone number?
For probation?
No, to her telephone.
Oh, here.
I'm gonna just put your telephone number in the chat just to see if I have the correct number. Did you get that?
Put it in now?
I put it in already. I sent it to you. And you should see a message in your chat box.
Yes, I see it. Yes, sir.
That's right. All right, get the pre-sentence report done. We're gonna set up that, and then we will get you back at the latest October 4th. But if we get it back earlier, we'll give you a call and you can zoom in on the date we get the report back, okay? Hopefully, Ms. Brad will be here as well.
What time is it for you?
Let's set it for 30.
1:30.
All
Trying
right?
to get me this money when I got it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it too. I'm trying to get it for the court. All right. All right. Hold on to that money so we can get the resolution of this, and we'll try to get it sooner rather than later.
Yes, sir. Thank
All right. If there's nothing further, Ms. Gale, you have a very good day, ma'am.
you too. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
I'll be waiting on your call. Thank you, Ms. Bradley. I'm sorry.
You're welcome.